Ladies and gents, welcome back to Valhalla. My name is Ark. I'm your bartender for the evening. Now, this Alma girl wants something weird. Something promo and weird. What could be weird? Let's see, that one is mostly for fans because it's weird. Because it's bitter. That's brown. Let's see. What about this? Sour, promo, bland. I don't want something bland. Is there anything that's not bland? Huh. Piano Man might work. I don't know. Do I want a Zen Star? Grizzly Temple? I think Grizzly Temple might be weird. It's kind of unbearable. I mean, if she wants something that's weird and unbearable, then this will be it. Let's just give her Grizzly Temple then. Blend this up and then try this. Yeah, this fits the bill. It's a promotional drink made to commemorate a movie. Read, they leapt at the chance to sell drinks that would be unmarketable otherwise. Oh. You know, your orders are weird today. They are? Yeah, usually the first thing you ask for is a Brandtini and then something like a Cobalt Velvet or something similar. Well, I sometimes feel like I need something different, you know? Something tells me part of the reason you left this Damien is because he was too deep into routine. Maybe. Hey, speaking of routines, as a hacker, what's your opinion on the whole Alice Rabbit thing? And are you or are you not her? That's the silence of somebody who just heard something stupid. Stupid enough to warrant a speech they prepared just for occasions like this. As always, very perceptive of you. You know, decades ago, there was this group of people that hacked simple sites with an agenda. I can't remember what they used to call themselves. I just remember that it was just petty vandalism. Anyway, everyone that participated started using the same name. They wanted to create this anonymous anarchist's identity. The whole Alice Rabbit thing is the logical conclusion of that. That's what happens when that idea reaches its breaking point and goes mainstream. It's no longer a group, but an individual. An untouchable entity watching from the shadows, monitoring and judging everything anyone does. Observing, tolerating no one but itself. A lot of bullshit for what's essentially a pet the press made up. The antithesis of your usual boogeyman, if you must. So you don't think such a person exists? Don't know, don't care. I mean, we have seen the actions of such an entity, but it might be anything, an individual, a group, an AI. That's not taking into account all the copycats and pranksters using the name. So Alice Rabbit is a thing that exists, but is also really muddied overall. There's something else that worries me though. That kind of story always catches the attention of kids and such. They start trying to hack stuff without knowing the risks or consequences. Imagine if suddenly a group of tweens broke into this bar and started asking for drinks. That's how it feels for me, and it's thanks to that damned Alice Rabbit thing. Let's see. But enough of that, there's a more pressing matter at hand. There is? Yeah, you've been delaying my invitations for hanging out sometime for too long. Oh, that. Do you hate me that much, Jill? Does my presence make you that uncomfortable? No, at this rate I might just crash by your apartment. That way you can't just say no. Maybe I'll also crash for the night. We can have a sleepover, braid our hair, tell stories all night, shower together. You know you need some human warmth in that place. Your tits alone would fill my entire bathroom. Man, you react too nonchalantly. It's no fun. React a little bit. Let me tease you for a second. I refuse. In all seriousness, no, any particular reason you keep turning down my invitations? I mean, it's not a date. I just want to have a conversation with you outside these four walls. I'm not a morning person. I I registered for a night shift precisely to avoid waking up early. The earliest I've asked you out is 10 a.m., you know? That's early morning by my standards. I mean, it's not that I don't want to hang out, I just don't want to wake up early. You are hopeless. Anyway, I'm gonna need another drink here. Like, say, a big Brandtini. Finally, that's the alma I know. Big Brandtini. Easy enough. So, 6 of this, but it's big, so I'm gonna have to double that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2. Aged and lightly mixed. Here, a big Brandtini. Now, Brandtini is such a weird name. It's originally supposed to replicate the Martini. Problem is, the PTC got a hold of a brand of Vermouth that was named after a certain automobile company, so on a weird whim, they changed the name. I see. You know, I was wondering, yeah? Don't you worry about what the people you work for might be doing with the information you provide? Not really. You don't? Do you worry about what happens when people leave this place drunk? Not really. Most of the time. Well, neither do I. Why should you? Do you get people drunk? Some say my beauty is intoxicating, but that's besides the point. I get my payment, do my job, and forget about the whole thing. Make your job sound so easy. Once you understand what precautions to take, it's no problem, and I've always found my job fun. However, most of my contracts are consultancy-based gigs. It's not like every day's a thrill. Do you meet with your clients? I don't. It's always from behind as many filters as I can manage. I remember I once did a job where I had a couple of kids relaying letters. For security reasons, right? Actually, because that way I lose a lot less time. Don't have to deal with clients hitting on me or pestering me after the job's done. Also, I don't have to lose time proving my worth because big boobs equals small brain or some shit like that. I mean, protecting my identity is one of the reasons, but the few times I've shown myself, I wouldn't even risk your dangerous jobs, just run-of-the-mill security checks. I don't know, maybe I need to show up as a disheveled nerd or something, give them what they expect to see. Or I just don't show up and save myself the trouble. Well, the questions. There's things I've been curious about and always forget to ask. So many Alice Rabbit headlines have made me wonder about the hacking business too. No, I'll remember to ask you things next time. Well, I'll take my leave now. See ya. Take care. Hello, sugar. Ow. Hello, Mr. Donovan. Like my pop used to say, never touch the ass of a woman with metallic arms. I think it's more like plastic and carbon fiber. They're hard as fuck, and that's all my abdomen felt. Do you normally greet people that way? I'm a man that can't contain himself when he sees something he likes, kid. Oh, but don't worry, you're safe. You're flatter than the field at my summer house. A bit of advice, you shouldn't provoke the ones serving you drinks or food. Don't be offended, kid. You have your audience. I'm just not part of it. Today, I'm making this a quick one. Gotta tend to business in a while. Having said that, I'll just have the usual. The usual, he says. 3 days, and he already has a usual drink. Go figure. It's probably big, too. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The usual. Sure, this'll work. What brings you today, Mr. Donovan? That girl I interviewed yesterday is coming again in a couple of weeks. Oh yeah, Miki. So I was working to clinch an exclusive interview. Did you succeed? Who the hell do you think you're talking to? I'm Donovan D. Dawson. I always get what I want. Sure, I had to blackmail the editors of other outlets, but the end result is what matters. So you got your interview. Wait, the blackmail? You'd be surprised at the kind of stuff you find out when you get the right people drunk. Or hire a hacker, I guess. Hey, the signature on that glass over there. Yeah. That big-titted little one was here? She came yesterday before the concert, yeah. Anything juicy come out of her visit? No. Gossip worthy? No. Tabloid worthy? No. Come on, there has to be something. All her love for what she does is so honest and pure that anyone who tries to ruin it should be ashamed. Oh, don't give me that shit. Throw me a bone here, anything. I've got nothing. Everyone has a price. How much for you to spill the beans? I am serious here. She said nothing that could be used against her or that you didn't already know. Fine. Say, are many of your interns women, Mr. Donovan? All of my interns are women, kid. Every single one of them. It's a pack of hungry, desperate bitches. Why only women? Did you ever watch Race for Hope? The movie? Yeah. A movie about a journalist looking for clues regarding a murder. That tacky movie had everything. Romance, action, a dog with sunglasses. Also sold this weird fantastical image of what journalism is. I'm guessing lots of girls saw it in high school and wanted to become journalists. And now I have to deal with that shit. How can you be so sure? My first brother-in-law was a doctor. He said that a couple of years after that Emergency Heart movie, all of his interns were women for a long while. And this is why you don't let brats that barely understand what responsibilities are pick a career. Do you perhaps know a girl named Kimberly LaValette? Doesn't ring a bell. Who is she? Nobody. Forget I said anything. Any interesting preview of tomorrow's news? You expect me to share my information when you wouldn't share your scoop on a singer. How can one share when there's honestly nothing to share? I'm gonna be a good citizen today and let this one pass. You heard of a group called the Harbingers? Not really, no? There's some group wanting to overthrow the White Knights. I read their manifesto in the bathroom once. Interesting piece and even better makeshift toilet paper. They talk about how the organization is corrupt, full of mob bosses, or something like that. I think I've heard about that somewhere. What of them? They sent a message to some outlets saying they have proof of their claims. That they're going to release it to the public tomorrow. Oh, that'd be interesting to see, I think. Tomorrow's the 16th, not the 17th, huh? I know, right? Alright, kid, give me a Bleeding Jane so I can call it a day. Okay. He wants a Bleeding Jane. That's something new. Alright. Say the name of this drink 3 times in front of a mirror and you'll look like a fool. I'm not gonna say it. Here. Simple enough for USC. So I've heard this is Dana Zane's bar. Is it true? Yeah. Never thought I'd hear about the undefeated of the West again. More so after that incident with the Bears. Where is she? She's out running some, Bears? 6 years ago, a cash-strapped Dana Zane entered an underground ring for money. Faced 10 enraged grizzly bears. She beat them all without killing them. I heard she set them free afterwards, too. And you were there? I was drunk and bored, what can I say? You know if she lost her arm there? Can't remember, too drunk. Maybe she had her prosthetic then too. I heard someone there suggest that she lost it after throwing a baseball out of some stadium. Threw it so hard her arm fell off. But that sounds more like an unsubstantiated rumor. More like something she made up for fun. Well, I gotta go. Next time you see Dana, thank her for winning me my second yacht. I knew betting on her was the right choice. Please come again. Yeah. Alright, it's break time. And that's also all the time I have for this episode. So I will see you guys later. Stay tuned.